Howdy, folks. Spencer here, and today I'll be taking a look at the 2023 Black Friday sales in Star Trek Online, and I'll be giving my thoughts as to what parts of the sale I think you should take advantage of, and which parts of the sale you should avoid. As always, chapters are listed down below. The first set of sales that I want to talk about are not in STO, but they are related to STO, and they're much more relevant now that the ability to 3D print ships in the game has been disabled. And that is that both Master Replicas and Real Merch have some Black Friday sales upcoming, and both of them carry some of the Star Trek Online Eaglemoss ship models. Master Replicas has the larger selection, and they do currently have a deal running for the RRW Vastum from Stowe, in which if you buy any other ship on their website and you add the Vastum to your cart, you can get the Vastum for 70% off. So that takes it to just under $10. And I can't guarantee that every Vastum is going to be like the one that I got, but the Vastum I got did also include a code in it for a 50% off T6 coupon. The code said it should have expired at the end of 2022. However, I was able to redeem it on the ARC website in November of 2023. So I can't guarantee that the ability to redeem those codes is always going to work, and I can't guarantee that every Vastum is going to have a code with it. But if you were planning on picking up something else from the Master Replicas website, it might be worth tossing a Vastum into your cart as well. And for Real Merch, they don't have as many Stowe ships as Master Replicas, but the thing with Real Merch is that they get things out the door much faster, and they're a bit more aggressive with the sales that they do than what Master Replicas does. So just last week, I placed an order through Real Merch for some of the Sona ships and the Angle because they had a promotion going on where if you bought 3 ships, then the cheapest 2 of the 3 would be free. So pretty good deal, much more aggressively priced than what Master Replicas has. But what was really impressive was the shipping time. I placed the order at 8:41 a.m. and I got a shipping notification at 9:04 a.m. and a week later they're arriving here from the UK. So much faster shipping time than what you see at Master Replicas, and much more aggressive whenever they do put deals up. So definitely keep an eye on them. I'll have links to both Master Replicas and Real Merch in the description and a pinned comment down below. And for the actual STO Black Friday sales, I'm going to start off with the Zen sales here at the top and then work my way down this email. So for the Zen sale, it's 20% bonus Zen if you play through Arc or Steam, and it's a 20% discount if you play through Xbox or PlayStation. Epic is not mentioned here, and as of me recording this on Tuesday, November 21st at 1 a.m., there is no sale at all active in the Epic store. So I don't know if Epic is going to be getting their discount later on or what's going on there, but right now it is not active on Epic. Now 20% on the Zen sale here is fine. If you were looking to pick up Zen for anything, that's a good enough bonus to warrant picking some Zen up. And if you're looking to prepare for the 14th anniversary bundle, then picking up like $100 a Zen during this sale would probably get you most of the way towards having Zen on hand for that bundle when it drops in the middle of February. Now, the next thing here is that there's a 33% lifetime subscription sale running up through December 14th. And especially given the recent events with the layoffs and all that, the value of the lifetime sub is definitely it's a bit more up in the air now. But even if you were willing to consider it, I think you would only pick it up when there's a 50% discount. I just don't think you should be spending, $200 on the lifetime sub. If you can get it for 150 and you actually are going to benefit from all the slots and perks that it unlocks, then sure. But at 200 with that 33% discount, I just don't think that's worth it. And the second part of the email covers the remaining sales that they have announced so far related to Black Friday. So there's a 25% sale on everything in the C store as a baseline, and there is some better sales for some individual categories. So for bundles, there's also a 35% bundle sale. And for the Mud store, there is a 50% sale on Mud's bundles and a 75% sale on the non bundle items in the Mud store. And there's a few new additions: the Sylvia's Feline Charm, the Dispersing Nanoprobe Assimilator console, and the Mirror Universe Gagarin warship. Now, for the standalone items, the Sylvia's Feline Charm is going to be interesting for those of you that like ground. I've shown this off before, but it's a really handy device from a recent Halloween event that turns you into a cat and lets you run much faster. If you do lots of ground, this is pretty nice to have on hand. If you don't do ground, you're probably not going to care about it, but certainly something to take a look at if that's the type of content you're into. Now, for the other standalone items, let's start off with the ships here. The Mirror Universe Gagarin that they're adding in is okay, but I don't think I would spend 40 bucks on it personally. The ships that I would consider picking up are the Rising Weather Control Vessel if you're interested in EPG builds. The console from that is still good. The rest of the ship, nothing really that special. And the only other standalone mud ship that I would consider picking up is the Rising Corvette. What's nice about this is that the experimental weapon, the Salton Wave Impeller, is one of the best in the game. And the Starship trade off of this does have some applications in places like PvP. When you hit Oxidant Amp or any Pilot Bridge Officer ability, it will give you an effect that scales based on your flight speed, or plus all damage resistance and minus weapon power cost. So it's got useful applications. It's not going to be for everyone, but that is something some of you would have a use case for. And the Rising Corvette does have the ability to get a fleet upgraded version that has a full commander pilot. So, interesting little ship. If you're interested in the experimental weapon or the Starship trait, then probably one worth taking a look at. And for the other standalone ships, not really anything here that's really that notable. Keep an eye out to see if they do the T6 Starship coupon gift pack in the Mud store or in the C store in general. It's not guaranteed that they will. They haven't announced it, but if they do that, that would be 3 T6 coupons for 4,500 Zen with a sale. So if it does pop up, then definitely pick that up. It does have a limit though of just one purchase per account per sale, so just don't put in a ton of money trying to spam buy a ton of these if you do see it pop up. And for the standalone, or not the standalone, and for the ground items, aside from the Sylvia's Feline Charm that they're going to be adding in alongside the Black Friday sales, there's none here that I would really go crazy about, to be honest. So the Sylvia's Feline Charm is pretty handy if you're a ground player because it turns you into a cat and it has much faster run speed and can jump a little bit higher. So it does have some nice utility if you do lots of ground content. But aside from that, none of the stuff in the Mud store is really that appealing for the ground side of things. It's mostly just uniforms, and that's all personal preference. If you see a uniform in there that you like during the 75% sale, then go for it. But I don't really think that they're worth the 15 to 20 bucks that they cost. Now, for the space items here, the one that I would definitely take a look at if you do EPG builds is the Imperial Rift set. What's nice with Imperial Rift also is that it is just instantly reclaimable on every character on your account, meaning if you ever go and work on a brand new character, you can go into the Mud store and just immediately claim that, pick it up, and you're going to have a nice proper space set on your brand new character right off the bat. And the two piece is meta for EPG builds. It's a nice boost there, so it's pretty good. It's again not going to be for everyone, but that's probably the best thing in the space tab of the Mud store. Aside from that, nothing to really go crazy about. Reiterative structural capacity is good on tanks. The Kobayashi Maru device, if you do lots of team content, that's nice to have those buffs. And the Black Ops mines do okay on the Torp build, but I don't think those are like one of the top 3 anymore. The corrosive weapon pack if you want to have reclaimable corrosives on your account. But aside from that, nothing else that I can really think of being that notable. Now, the other part of this mud sale is going to be a 50% sale on all of the muds bundles and most likely a return of all of them. So if you have any muds bundles you've been thinking about picking up, like Stealing Time or the Kelvin Timeline one, then you will be able to get them for about 120 bucks with the 50% sale plus the 20% Zen bonus going on right now. If you're on PC, that would be a $100 Zen package plus a $20 package. So 120 bucks would be getting you a pick 3 choice pack, which isn't terrible. The muds bundles are expensive and they get a lot of criticism, which is very much justified, but you have to keep in mind that the cost of premium ships is even higher. You may spend more than that 120 to 150 bucks that the pick 3 choice pack cost trying to get just a single lockbox or promo ship on a character. So muds bundles overpriced, but when compared against the other sources of the ships, not that bad. So if you had any muds bundles you were wanting to pick up, the combo of that sale plus the 20% send charge bonus is definitely something worth considering. And for the bundles in the C store, it is a 35% sale. And then for everything else, it's just 25% off. Now, that 25% off is actually quite solid. There's a few different ways that you can take advantage of it. The first is, of course, going to be slots and services. And especially if you're a brand new player and you are playing on PC, make sure you have the energy credit cap increase purchased. This isn't a thing on console, from what I've been told, but if you're on PC, it still is. And it is absolutely essential if you intend to play this game long term. Because without the EC cap increase, you're limited to 15 million EC, and once you purchase it, you can have up to 2 billion on every character on your account. So definitely pick that up if you do not already have it. You're not going to have a fun time playing with the market if you don't have it. So outside of that, any duty officer slots, any of the other slots and services, 25% off plus the 20% Zen charge bonus is pretty good. So pick any of those up you need. The uniforms and personnel, 25% is as good as they get, so go for that if that's what you want. For the items, you've got the Infinity promo packs out right now, both the R&D ones and the duty officer ones. So with the 25% sale that's going to be dropping here in a couple days on November 22nd, well, you'd want to go for promo packs over keys if you were looking to get some EC. You see, these promo packs have almost twice the Zen to EC conversion rate that keys have. So if you put 10 bucks into promo packs, you get the same amount of EC that 20 bucks worth of keys would get you most of the time. So if you have these Infinity promos available to you and there's a 20 or 25% sale active for them, definitely go for those over keys. I would not recommend picking keys up right now during the Black Friday sales, given these Infinity promo packs are still here. Same for the duty officers. You know, wait for that 25% sale and pick up a bunch of those and sell them for free C if you want, and you're going to get a bit for your money there. For the standalone ships, if there's any you've been waiting for, then definitely take a look. But keep an eye out again for if they do that 3-pack of T6 coupons in the like on sale tab or in the mud store. If that does pop up, you can get the ships at basically $15 per. So definitely take advantage of that if you see it. But if it doesn't, then the standalone ships are still pretty good to pick up at 22 bucks per. But if you see a ship that is part of a bundle, then you may want to take a look at the bundle instead. For example, if you were going for like 2 of the Cardassian ships, you would be better off going for the bundle that has all 3 in it, because the bundle would basically be the same cost as 2 with the sale, but you're getting the 3rd ship for free. So just make sure whatever ships you're looking at, make sure they're not part of a bundle where you'd for just a little bit more you'd be getting a lot more for your money. Outside of that, for the bundles here, pretty much everything I talked about last year still holds true. The bundle ranking that I did last year is still good, but we have had a few new bundles, and I did talk about some of these with Goss in his video, so make sure to go check that out. But to recap, the Legendary Battlecruiser bundle is really good. 13th anniversary bundle that launched earlier this year is also pretty good. And that Legendary Dominion Captain bundle, if you don't have that and you want to run like a Surgical Strikes build, the trait off of that ship is amazing for Surgical Strikes, recursive shearing, and several other of the specialization firing modes. So definitely a ship to consider. But both the 13th bundle and the Legendary Battlecruiser bundle have both been really good this year. The First Strike bundle does also have some applications for some folks, but if I had to pick between the Legendary First Strike bundle, the 13th, and the Legendary Battlecruiser bundle, the First Strike one I wouldn't even consider there, but it would be hard to figure out what I'd go for between the 13th and the Battlecruiser one. Probably the 13th, just due to the diversity of the ships in there, but that Legendary Battlecruiser bundle really is one of the best they've ever done. And to wrap things up, the things that I would keep an eye out for, and I'll bring my notes up on screen here. You know, if you see the T6 coupon bundle pop up in the store, then definitely go through and pick it up. Last year it was there and it was 4,500 Zen, and you got 3 T6 coupons with it that were unbound, so you could trade or sell those to other players. It was pretty good. Definitely something you should prioritize if it does appear, but it is not guaranteed to actually show up. The Zen charge bonus is good. If you want to pick some stuff up now, then it is definitely something you should take advantage of. And if you just want to pick up some Zen now to have on hand for the 14th anniversary bundle that drops in mid-February, that's probably a good idea also. Slots and services in the C-Store being 25% off is good. Standalone ships in the C-Store, that's also good with that 25% discount. But you should always make sure to see if the ship is part of a bundle, because in some cases that bundle's probably not going to cost too much more, but you might get a bit more for your money. Bundles being 35% off is good, matches what you typically see. Cryptic did do a 40% legendary bundle sale about a year and a half ago, but we haven't seen one since, so I don't expect to see us go above 35% again anytime soon. And same thing for the Muds bundles. I know people have been holding out hope that they would do another 75% Muds bundle sale, but I just don't think it's going to happen. I think that they would have done it again by now if they had intended to ever actually do that. And for the non-Muds bundle, or the non-bundle Muds items, 75% is the standard sale. So if you want to grab that revolutionary space set, the cat charm, or anything else you've been watching, that's perfectly fine. Promo packs are better than keys if you're looking to buy EC during the sale. Overall, this Black Friday sale is better than what we had in 2022. And I have to imagine that's at least partially due to the recent layoffs and issues with Embracer. Cryptic does want to make sure they're in a really good financial position heading into 2024. So don't be surprised if you also see similar or slightly better sales for some categories as we head into the new year. Between Christmas and New Year is when they tend to do some really nice sales. That's what they've done the past couple of years. So stay tuned for that. But I think the combo we have right now is pretty much as close as we can get to the most ideal buying conditions. So if you have anything you want to pick up, definitely take advantage. And that's going to be it for today. I did do a video with Goss talking about some of the newer additions to the C-Store in a bit more detail. I'll have that linked up on screen now and in the description and pinned comment if you want to check it out. But if you have any questions or comments, feel free to drop them down below or join the Discord and I'll answer when I can. Again, thank you for watching and I will see you guys around.